Hey guys, it's Jeremy from S&H Performance here. So I get questions about this a lot for guys installing the Fore Innovations fuel systems, and that's about the level senders and which one I need for my setup and how to transfer them. And guys often break them a lot, so I'll go over real quick on just how to do it and how they work. So this is actually the newer style. It has a gray plastic body. Actually, the original Fore Precision Works hats used this style. So if you have an older hat, this is the way you would do it. So for this one, the actual reader card and level sender are actually all attached to this center piece inside the holder. And there's this clip on the side that you have to just push in the tabs and push out. So you use some needle nose, whatever you got. Basically push in the tabs. Alright, and then once the tabs are through, it's pretty much done. You can push the rest of the way out. Alright, so now you can see I got the clip all the way through. Take the wire out. And now the level sender's off the body. So the the old Fore Precision Works hats had the little clip that accepted this. So you slid it in the little holder and clipped it in the reverse order. And there's your level arm. So one thing you want to look at when you're going over these, there's actually a clip down here that you can pull this past to kind of lock it in place. Over time with fuel gunk, you can get stuff on your level sender, get it gunked up. So you can use some rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip if you want to clean up the board. Just take a look at it. This one looks good. I think this is off a barely used 2010 version. So it's good, and make sure you have good travel, everything's connected, and that the actual little pick-off clips down there riding on the surface good. It'll make a little noise. So this one's pretty much perfect. I should talk about the difference in readings. So 2010 had a different reading than 05 to 09. For some reason, I think it was in preparations for shifting over to Coyote setup and the different PCM. But so this one, resistance reading of the circuit for your fuel level reads 180 at down 180 ohms up to 30. Whereas the 05 to 09, which some of them are still gray. So the gray body change happened late 06 and 07. So most 05 to 06s and the GT500 had a metal body, and then 07 on went to the gray body. And the 05 to 06 at down reads 15 ohms all the way up to 160 ohms. So they're not interchangeable. If you have the wrong one for your setup or PCM, your fuel level reading won't be correct. So that's for the old one, if you have that style. Now if you have this one and you have a new Fore Innovations hat, unfortunately you can't use this level sender in that hat. You need either an early 056 metal style or a GT500 one. Now getting them new from Ford, I've seen them anywhere from $60 to $100, $150, depending on where you get it. So it kind of can be a pain in the ass, unseen expense. I do often have a lot of these. I mod a bunch of fuel hats, so if you get a Fore set up for me or anywhere and you need a level sender, always check with me because I usually have some of these. But this one's a little trickier. This is one that people break most of the time, so I'm going to focus on this one a little more. So go ahead and turn it over. So it holds the reader assembly to the body. Try to get it closer in here. There are two clips that hold the plastic to the metal. they hold on the inside, so they got a little lip that holds onto this center metal in these two cutouts. So you're gonna have to want to do is spread it open and push it down to get it off. I'm using some small dikes. You can use some small needle nose, whatever you got. You want something that can fit in there and push out and then push down. So I'm going to put it in the middle, see if y'all can see this better, of the two clips. And heard that snap, that was pushing it through. So you want to make sure you don't push from the outside. You want to have something small enough to get right in the middle, and that can apply force to each side evenly. Otherwise you can break these clips, and then it's not going to go back on. So I got the one off. So I have the other one on the other side. It's the same thing. Get it in the middle, and there it went. And there it came off. So the same for this one. If there's any crud on the level sender, isopropyl on a Q-tip, clean it up. Make sure it's making the contacts, making good contact. You can hear it. The wire can get frayed at the solder point. I've had to resolder a few. Just give it a good look over, and then test the resistance once you have it installed. But I don't have the Fore clip on me, but so the new Fore Innovations hat has a steel insert on this bolted to it, and it's going to have the same design. You're going to see these two squares on top and bottom in the hole where the actual arm rotates through. And this one's a little different. So this one used the metal body as the other pickup point, so you can see when it's pushed on, the contact makes contact with the body, and then there would be a screw bolted to the bottom. So it's going to go on to the Fore hat the same way. Just get the level arm in there, line up both clips, and just snap it on. So if you're just careful, don't be too rough with it. Shouldn't have any problems. Shouldn't have to worry about breaking it. And it goes back on. So there's two wires in the hat for the reading. In the end, it doesn't really matter how you wire it up. So hook up both wires. One's grounded to the frame on the Fore hat, just like it would be in the car. And then the other one will hook to the other wire. There'll be two wires inside the fuel hat. Just go ahead and hook them up. And then when you're outside the car, it's a 50-50 shot. So if you hook the two level center wires up to the stock plug, and you're not having the correct reading, just swap them. Swap them 180, should be good to go. Yeah, you see I smashed the wire, so you want to make sure you don't want to do that. So you want to feed the wire through the hole before you snap it on. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about it, or you need one, or anything with the install, just give me a shout. Alright, thanks.